Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into all things Kaizer Chiefs, the latest news, the drama, the triumphs, and everything in between for the Amakosi faithful. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss out on any of our exclusive updates, breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes insights on one of South Africa's biggest football clubs. And if you're a returning viewer, you know the drill. Smash that like button if you love the Chiefs as much as we do, because it really helps the channel grow and lets us know you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow Chiefs fans, your friends, your family, anyone who bleeds gold and black. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's massive story, and turn on those notifications so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. We appreciate every single one of you for being part of this community. Let's keep building it together. All right, let's get into it. Folks, buckle up because today we're talking about some earth-shaking developments in the world of Kaizer Chiefs. You heard it right. Nassredine Nabi, the man who brought a fresh wave of hope to Nassredine, has come out and said he wants to leave Kaizer Chiefs today. This isn't just any rumor floating around. This is straight from the horse's mouth, and it's sending shockwaves through the entire PSL and beyond. For those of you who have been following the Chiefs saga closely, you know Nabi's journey with the club has been a roller coaster, filled with highs like that Nedbank Cup victory that ended a decade-long trophy drought, and lows that have tested the patience of even the most die-hard Amakosi supporters. But today, on this very day, Nabi has made his intentions clear. He wants out, and he wants it now. We're going to unpack this step by step, from the background to the breaking news, the reasons behind it, the reactions pouring in, and what this means for the future of Kaizer Chiefs. Stick with me because this is going to be a deep dive. Let's rewind a bit and remind ourselves who Nassredine Nabi is and how he ended up at Kaizer Chiefs in the first place. Nabi, the Tunisian tactician, isn't a stranger to African football. He's got a solid resume that includes stints with clubs like AS FAR in Morocco, where he made a name for himself with his disciplined approach, his ability to organize defenses, and his knack for getting the best out of attacking players. When Kaizer Chiefs announced his appointment back in July 2024, it was seen as a bold move by the management. The club had been in a slump, trophyless for years, cycling through coaches like Arthur Zwain, Molfi Enseki, and Kevin Johnson without finding that winning formula. Fans were desperate for change, and Nabi seemed like the answer, a fresh perspective from outside the usual South African coaching pool. His arrival was met with optimism. Remember those early press conferences where Nabi spoke about rebuilding the team, instilling discipline, and aiming for continental glory? He brought in his own staff, including assistants like Cedric Kays and Kalo Ben Youssef, and started reshaping the squad. Signings like Gaston Sereno, Inacio, Miguel, and others were part of his vision to make Chiefs competitive again. And let's not forget that Nedbank Cup win against Orlando Pirates. That was a moment of pure ecstasy for Chiefs fans. Lifting that trophy after so long felt like the dawn of a new era. Nabi's tactics were starting to click. The team was playing with more purpose, more aggression. But as we all know, football is a results business, and the 2024-25 season didn't end as hoped. Chiefs finished 9th in the league, missing out on top 8 qualification, which was a bitter pill to swallow despite the Cup success. Fast forward to the start of the 2025-26 season, and things looked promising again. Chiefs kicked off with some solid performances, going unbeaten in August, showing glimpses of the powerhouse they could become under Nabi. But September has been a different story. Losses and draws started piling up, including that 3-1 defeat to Sekhukhune United at FNB Stadium. And then came the CAF Confederation Cup drama. Chiefs were set to face Cabascorp from Angola in the preliminary rounds, a chance to return to continental football after years away. But here's where things got messy. It emerged that Nabi didn't have the valid coaching license required to sit on the bench for CAF fixtures. This wasn't just a minor hiccup. It led to his suspension by the club, and he didn't travel with the team to Luanda for the first leg, where Chiefs lost 1-0. Now, sources close to the club were already whispering about tensions behind the scenes. Reports suggested that Nabi and the management weren't seeing eye to eye on several issues, from player selections to long-term strategy. But today, Nabi has broken his silence in a big way. In an interview with a Tunisian media outlet, he explicitly stated his desire to leave Kaizer Chiefs immediately. He said, quote, "I have decided it's time to part ways. My separation from Kaizer Chiefs is something I want to happen today, for personal and professional reasons. This comes after days of speculation, but hearing it directly from Nabi elevates it to breaking news status. He elaborated that while his time at Chiefs was challenging and rewarding, with that mutual agreement vibe from earlier statements, he's now prioritizing his family. Nabi mentioned needing time to rest and attend to his wife's health issues, which had already caused him to take compassionate leave earlier in the season. But let's dig deeper into why this is happening now, today of all days. From what we've gathered, the licensing issue was the tipping point. Nabi was reportedly under the impression that his qualifications were in order, but when CAF scrutiny came, it turned out there were discrepancies. This led to a loss of trust between him and the club's hierarchy. Kaizer Matong Jr., and the management felt blindsided and Nabi felt unsupported. Add to that the recent poor results. Chiefs haven't won a match in September, and they're staring down the barrel of an early CAF exit unless they overturn that deficit in the second leg at FNB Stadium. The pressure is immense, and Nabi, at 60 years old, might be feeling the weight of it all. He's also revealed that several major African and Arab clubs have contacted him, hinting at potential new opportunities that could be more aligned with his current needs. Reactions have been pouring in from all corners. Chiefs fans on social media are divided. Some are heartbroken, feeling like Nabi was the best thing to happen to the club in years. One fan posted, "Nabi brought us a trophy after 10 years. How can we let him go like this?" Others are more pragmatic, saying the licensing fiasco shows a lack of preparation and that maybe a clean break is needed. Former players have weighed in too. Saifio T. Shabalala, a Chiefs legend, commented on a podcast that the club needs stability and that constant coach changes aren't helping. Even rivals like Orlando Pirates fans are chiming in with banter, but underlying it all is respect for what Nabi achieved in a short time. The management at Kaizer Chiefs has been tight-lipped, but they confirmed ongoing discussions with Nabi, describing it as an internal matter. They emphasize that he's currently not with the team, and assistants Kays and Ben Youssef are handling duties. These two have defended their decision to stay on, saying they're committed to the club despite Nabi's departure. But with Nabi pushing for an exit today, it seems like a mutual consent termination is imminent. Reports indicate that instead of facing a disciplinary hearing over the licensing issue, Nabi opted to walk away. What does this mean for Kaizer Chiefs moving forward? Well, the immediate challenge is the CAF Confederation Cup second leg against Cabascorp. They need a 2-0 win or better to advance, and without Nabi on the sidelines, it'll be a test for the interim staff. Long-term, the club faces yet another coaching search. Names like Pitso Mosamane, who has a history with South African football, or even international options like Raoul Kanda, are being floated. But Chiefs have a pattern of instability. Since Gavin Hunt left in 2021, they've burned through coaches without sustained success. This could be a clarion call for introspection, as one analyst put it. The management needs to address deeper issues: scouting, youth development, and boardroom decisions that impact the pitch. Let's talk about Nabi's legacy at Chiefs. Despite the abrupt end, he leaves with a trophy in the cabinet, something no coach had done since Stuart Baxter in 2015. He introduced a more modern style of play, focusing on quick transitions and solid defending. Players like Mdujuzi Shabalala and Yusuf Mart flourished under him, and new signings integrated well. But the league position last season was a disappointment, and this year's inconsistencies highlight unfinished business. Nabi himself has said his exit isn't due to results but personal matters, emphasizing the mutual nature of the split. Diving into the family angle, it's heartbreaking to hear. Nabi has been open about his wife's illness, which required him to return to Tunisia earlier. In a world where coaches are expected to be machines, it's a reminder that they're human too. He mentioned needing to focus on family, and that's commendable. No one should fault him for that. But for Chiefs, it's a blow at a critical time. The transfer window just closed, so no major squad changes, but morale could dip. Fan polls are showing mixed results. Some ask if Chiefs should change their minds and keep Nabi. Opinions are split. Some say yes, give him time. Others say move on. Social media is ablaze with hashtags like Nabi out and keep Nabi. One post from a prominent fan account said, "We can't let a man cook with our ingredients and leave without serving the meal," a nod to the resources Chiefs provided. Historically, Chiefs have faced similar situations. Remember when Ernst Middendorp left amid controversy? Or Vladimir Vermazovic? The club has a habit of high expectations leading to quick turnovers. Nabi's case is unique because of the personal element, but it underscores the need for better support structures. Looking ahead, if Nabi leaves today as he wants, who steps in? Kays and Ben Youssef might handle interim duties, but Chiefs need a permanent solution fast. Massamane's name keeps coming up. He's available after his Abhas stint and knows how to win titles. Or perhaps a return to local talent like Mankoba MNG Kitha. The board must act decisively. In terms of impact on the league, this shakes things up. Chiefs were seen as challengers to mamelodi Sundowns' dominance, but without Nabi, that might falter. Rivals like Pirates and Sundowns could capitalize. To wrap this up, but wait, we're not done yet. Let's explore more. Nabi's coaching philosophy emphasized youth integration, something Chiefs have struggled with. He gave chances to academy products, blending them with experienced heads. His training sessions were intense, focusing on fitness and tactics. Insiders say players respected him, but the licensing saga eroded that. Financially, Chiefs might face payout costs for his contract, which had a year left, but saving on that could fund a new coach. Global perspective. Nabi's move could see him back in North Africa or the Middle East, where clubs value his experience. For fans, this is tough. Chiefs Nation, stay strong. This club has risen from ashes before. And that's the full breakdown on Nabi wanting to leave today. What do you think? Comment below. Remember, subscribe, like, share. Peace out.